Hello everyone. It is now official. The former President Jacob Zuma cannot be the president of the country after this year's general elections because of his criminal record. This was clarified by the Independent Electoral Commission in its formal response to Daily News on Tuesday. The electoral body cited Section 47E of the country's constitution, which bars anyone who was convicted and sentenced to more than 12 months imprisonment without an option of a fine from holding public office. Section 47 of the Constitution provides that every citizen who is qualified to vote for the National Assembly is eligible to be a member of Assembly, except anyone who, after this section took effect, is convicted of an offense and sentenced to more than 12 months imprisonment without the option of a fine, either in the Republic or outside if the conduct constituting the offense will have been an offense in the Republic. Therefore, this provision renders former President Jacob Zuma disqualified to be on the list of any party contesting an election or to contest as an independent in the upcoming 2024 elections. The section further stated that the disqualification under the paragraph ends 5 years after the sentence has been completed, which still bars Zuma since he has not finished the 5-year out of jail. This means that Zuma will have to try his luck in the 2029 general elections. Addressing the Nazareth Baptist Church's annual pilgrimage over the weekend at the Canaan Holy Mountain in Ndwedwe, north of Durban, Zuma told the congregation that he was removed while he was still fighting for black people. Therefore, he wanted to go back to fix things that had not been fixed. This has been constructed as referring to his tenure as the state president. He also asked the congregation to pray for him to get back. Zuma was convicted and sentenced to 15 months after he was found guilty of defying a summons to appear before the State Capture Commission in 2021. He served a few months at the Escort Correctional Services, and after spending some time in one military hospital, he was released on parole and subsequently received a presidential pardon after the parole was declared invalid by Constitutional Court. He went back to the same correctional service center just for his remission to be processed in August last year. Zuma has been crisscrossing the country campaigning for the Umkhonto weSizwe party after he publicly endorsed it on December 16 last year, when he acknowledged that the party was formed with his knowledge and his blessings. The party, which turned a month old on Tuesday, was expected to formally announce Zuma as its presidential candidate at the end of the month. In an interview on Monday, the party's national spokesperson Tlamulo Dlela said its presidential candidate will be announced at the end of the month, but office bearers will be elected after the general elections expected to take place in May. Ndlela was coy about what would be the party's face for the elections, but indicated that Zuma was the only person who was being invited to address all their meet and greet gatherings. He said, "We may not have yet decided on who will be the face of our elections campaign, but let me respond by telling you this. There's no president who has done well like Zuma. No president has ended load shedding, but we will announce our candidate next month." The party is busy consulting with other stakeholders about who should be on the provincial legislatures and parliament list. When asked how Zuma was to become the candidate since he had a criminal record, Dlela pleaded ignorance, demanding to be given the law that said people with criminal records could not be elected as public representatives. Political analyst Professor Sipho Tsiepe said Zuma did not have to be president of the country again to implement the objectives of the MK party, because the president of the governing party does not necessarily have to be the president of the country to implement party agenda. He said as long as the party employees implement their conferences, resolutions, which become government policies, Zuma could run the country from outside the parliament, and said it was meant to be a party-led government where employees will implement the party conference resolutions. It will be good that the president will have to account to the party leadership, which was not happening in a current form where the state president was also the party president. The party was said to have opted for Zuma after running out of options, since former Chief Justice Mogoeng said to have turned down the offer. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.